Oh yeah, true. I forgot. All right, I'm going to stream it to Discord if you want to watch, and then also stream it, but not do any of the like more difficult stuff because I don't want to do that. So the professor receives some sort of note from, I guess, just the house of the kingdom, not necessarily anyone specific, that's like, hey, can you come do some magical research? Nothing big, nothing fancy, right? And
Nope.
if your other characters are not related, in whatever way you find your way to this meeting, you just arrive. Because I don't know what... I was just like, come to the meeting if you want to come. So whatever reason you found to be here is the reason you found to be here, right?
Okay.
And then, so we got the professor. Do your characters know each other? I would assume so. Already?
I don't know what her character is at the moment.
Sorry. I would assume so.
Alright.
I went with the student idea.
Okay. So who's your character so that they'll already know, you know, everyone will already know.
All right. Her name is Verity Vandengaard, and she is a student who has a focus on magical resonance with a minor in philosophy of ancient magic.
Nice, took the minor.
Yep.
Cool. Any
Yeah, pretty much she's studious and doesn't know how to apply stuff in the real world.
any striking characteristics or anything?
Oh, sure. So essentially, I put this in to be funny, but essentially she became interested in magic when she was young because her aunt would tell stories of magic because she briefly dated someone from the House of Sky. And so at that point, that's when she decided she wanted to study magic also, and kind of put all of her efforts into learning anything that she could until she was able to join the House of Music. And she has ambitions to one day become maybe a magical researcher in the House of Sky.
Nice.
Yep.
So,
But she's a human, kind of just average. That's pretty much it. She likes to wear glasses, but they don't have
Perfect.
glass in them.
All right, yeah. So I was like, I don't know, just make whoever you want as long as they fit. It doesn't matter. And you were like, okay, here's the 12-year backstory that I have written up.
It wasn't the 12
Ready.
I can't help it.
Okay, that's cool.
So how many pets is it? No.
What an interesting question. Itro, does your character know these characters yet?
No.
Okay, cool.
He is, let's say, I'll come up with something right now. Thanks for going first.
Yeah.
Kind of help there. We're going to say that he is, he's like he went on the tour group, and his annoyance, like wanting to be in the Mage Guild, somebody just kind of sent him here because he is 15 years old. His name is Folger, and he really likes cats, and he has a herd of cats with him, actually. So there's a bunch of cats following him. He's a little like half-elf kid. He's all wearing all green. He's learned a lot from the seas. From
Oh, jeez.
So he's just kind of here, and someone's trying to get him out from being so goddamn annoying that they sent him to this mansion, haunted mansion, I guess.
Abandon a child mansion.
Okay.
He's a half elf, so he's 15 half age, and then his elf is he's old. He's like half human, half elf.
So, okay. I think this is how this would work. the people who were invited, we'll say, the people from music, the House of Music, if you will, you received, or the professor received this note that said, hey, bring your equipment. Well, I guess it was a letter. I don't want to say note. It's more formal than that, right? But it's not specific. And so you come to the castle. You've been here many, many times. You do research here. You do classes here. Verity, I should have written it down.
Mm-hmm.
Has probably also taken classes and done all sorts of stuff here. You know, delivering messages or whatever, you know. So you both come, you're greeted by some guards, I guess, no, it would probably be more like just an escort, right? So you're escorted back through halls that you go through all the time, and you have gone through all the time, back to sort of a random meeting room. There's meeting rooms sort of scattered around everywhere, sitting rooms, whatever you want to call them. One of them's very nice, and so you go past a couple guards at an intersection or whatever, and you walk into this meeting room, which has Iatudi in it, the king's son, because who else would summon you for something like this, right? And he's the only one in the room, and also, well, I guess there's probably a guard or two outside, but there's got to be maybe a short sitting room area or like prep room area or something, and then farther along is the actual sitting room or meeting room or whatever, so that like there's a gap, you know, between the door and where you have a discussion, so no one can listen in, right? And you come in, he says, perfect. You're finally here. Please sit down. And has you sit down, if you want to, I guess.
Yeah. Nice to meet you again, Your Majesty.
Right, after
Good to
that.
see you're looking well.
Terrible business. And who is your young associate?
This is her name. I know you remember.
It's Verity, sir.
Right, yes, of course.
Right, perfect. And I assume you came prepared to do some more delicate, how do I put this, investigations. What?
Oh, Did Mr. Purrington.
Did you hear
Well,
everyone's Iatudi's looking around like, what the heck?
Did you pack any cats, Bertie?
No, I definitely did not.
He walks over to the restroom door, I guess. You know, the like chamber door, and opens it to find Folger and some cats. Young man, how did you get here?
I was sent here. Yeah, hey,
Sent
this is my
here.
cat. We're part of the. We're here with the group and stuff. Hey, hi.
You're here with the group, and he like looks towards both of you.
I'll just look around like.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
first.
with the high man, that mage dude. He sent me here to talk about cats and stuff and wild yeast, because yeast grows on stuff, and it makes bread, and I learned about that. And so they sent me here, and then magic is really cool, and I like cats and things, and I have like a magical cat, and they sent me here.
Whoa. So you're a student of magic sent here for...
Totally.
So you received the letter as well.
Yeah, I got the letter. They sent me because they read it to me. Like the mage guy, he I talked about cats, and he was like, "Hey, that's cool, man." And then I was like, "Yeah." And then people they said things, and then we were talking about cats, and then we were talking about cats. I like cats a lot.
Well, I had no intention to roll, but if you'll roll presence, then I'll roll brilliance. 15.
Hold on a second. I gotta reopen this thing.
Yeah, you're good. Deceive the king's son.
I got an 18.
Okay, perfect. Why can't I win
Nice.
any more rolls?
This is a natural 18. I don't even know what. I
Yeah,
would.
that's fine. He says, how did you get here ahead of me? I've been in here for 20, 30 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, the cats, they sense things. And they just kind of ran me into here. And so, yeah, the cats are magical. They sniff things out. There must be something in here. And plus, you found me, so now you're it.
Right. Okay. Have
You
a
have 5
seat.
minutes, go hide.
No, we're here for specific business. You as well, apparently.
Well,
Sit down. Grab a.
oh, do you have any food?
I can
Like a
have
fish or something?
food brought, sure.
Oh, yeah, hey, cool. My cats are really hungry.
He steps to the door, and opens it while y'all are all like farther away. And he opens it so that like you can't see out and they can't see in. Basically, there's like if someone were trying to oversee or overhear, they wouldn't be able to do it, right? So he says some random thing to a guard or a person outside that's like, hey, go find fish suitable for a cat, I guess, and bring it back here before we move on, or something like that. And that person
Folger's
gets sent on.
smiling, and he's like waving at everyone in the room.
Iatudi comes back. Now then, while we wait on the food, let's get down to business. As you... Perfect. As you know,
Yep.
after the business that occurred some months ago, I have been cleaning house, as it were, fixing new deals with people that Bisk had erroneously set up against my father's house, and I've invited you here in order to do the delicate work of investigating his study.
Oh, that will be interesting.
Right. Of course, this is incredibly top secret as a empire terrorist, basically a threat to the kingdom itself. Bisk was at the highest level, but also the most dangerous. So anything you discover here must be kept secret, because I can't predict what it is.
Right, okay.
Perfect. Your assurances. And you, cat student, you said your name was Folger?
Oh, yeah, it's Folger.
Perfect.
Hi.
There's like a knock on the door, so
Do we have to bring the cats into the
Iatudi-
study?
Iatudi
They
goes
are
to the
hungry.
door real quick and grabs whatever food is shown up. It's probably like
They know
yeah, they
cats
know,
know.
right? It's like a cart of plates of like all random different fish, some baked, some not, that sort of thing. So he takes the cart from the person and like trundles it down towards y'all. It starts to smell like fish in the room, you know.
Soldier claps. I can't.
Yeah. Oh, Professor Burrington, you're going to be so happy. Oh, look. Notorious CAT. Oh, Major Whiskington. Chairman Meow. Oh, yeah. Get the food.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I got a whole list here. I'm making notes on everyone now. I got my whole list.
So Iatudi drops this card off with you, and before he like stands in front of it and he says, again, your assurances, young man, that you will not be sharing this information with anyone.
Yeah.
Perfect. And he like steps out of the way so that you can get to the cart
Thanks,
and everything.
mister. Thanks, mister. Thanks, mister.
Uh,
Thanks, mister.
He
Thank
steps over to the desk and he says,
thank
you're welcome.
Thank-
You're welcome. Yes. Okay. Now then,
Just goes into the corner.
the deal I'd like to make with you three is, of course, I can't stop you from gleaning and learning this information once I let you go, but I would ask that you provide the information to us as well, the Empire as a whole, because these are probably state secrets, and in doing so, in giving the information to us, you are also welcome to the information to do with as you see fit, as long as you don't share it with anyone else.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got facilities if there's anything needs to be contained. Yeah, so absolutely. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Do you foresee something dangerous? Do I need to
Well, I mean, obviously,
prepare? Or?
I mean, he may have had backup plans and, and weaponry. I mean, I would do that. Just prepare something.
Right. I had just expected invisible sort of ink or something. I'm not really the planner in the family.
I'm sure he was more capable than that, as we've unfortunately seen.
Indeed. Well, have your cats enjoyed their meal, or I'd like to move to the study?
Yeah. They'll just eat and walk. They got snack pouches.
Unfortunately,
They have four paw
won't
drive.
we won't be bringing the food with us into the study.
Yeah, they got like snack like mouth, and they put it in there and they eat while they walk.
Perfect.
They're magical.
He starts. He leads the way to the door, and he opens the door. Just never looks back, assuming you're gonna follow, and starts to head off down the hallway. And I'm just gonna assume you follow because that's how we get there.
Hey, nice
Trying
move,
not to trip on cats.
Right.
Yeah. Is there any way you could just sort of shoo the cats back into the other room?
Yeah, I don't think they should come to the study. They're really not to be trusted.
What?
They're welcome
How
to
do you know?
stay with
How
the
do you know
food
you
if
can't
you'd
trust my
like.
cats?
Because they're cats?
These are real people.
Bloody agents of
They're
chaos.
magical. I found them and they follow me because I am cool.
Why was
Right.
this? It's fine.
The guards
Sure, you may
are
have a
all
good
like,
reason.
There's a cat rubbing on the leg of one of the guards, like while he's just standing there, he's looking down
Captain
like, what
Sassy,
the heck?
get back here. Sassy, come on.
Okay, so
Come on.
as you head down this hallway, The guards are at the end points, I guess, but the study where you're headed, Bisk's study, you've probably been there before, as the head of music, discussing, magical secrets late into the night, or like dropping off stuff, or picking up information. Just this is where it all sort of happened. So you've definitely been there, but there aren't any guards anywhere close to it. Everybody's posted pretty far away so that they could get there if you needed something, but no one seems to be allowed to be right next to it.
Gotcha.
And the king's son walks up to the door, opens the door, and says something like, "I'm sure you're familiar with this space. Is there anything else you might need for your study?"
We may need to request some things, but I'll have to have a look.
Perfect. I'll leave Cleanthus down at the end of the intersection. Yes, my lord. I'll be down here waiting, to wait, or whatever you need. Cleanthus is down at the freaking intersection waving like an idiot down the hall. So,
Waves back.
perfect. If you need anything, let Cleanthus know. I have more delicate matters to continue attending to. And he continues on down the hallway that you had been walking, and you find yourselves right here. This is Bisk's study. It's the place where, like I said, people did a bunch of research, low-level people, high-level people. It didn't really matter. Anybody coming and going would, drop off paperwork and all of that stuff. So, the professor would know, but just to show everyone the way it works is, there are no doors there's doors, but no doorways in this. I don't know if they did an oversight or something, but I couldn't find a doorway, so there aren't any. So you walk in, you have a dressing area for changing, I'm just going to zoom out, changing into, clothes if you're going to a function versus just doing research or whatever. This is a storage area on this side for random whatever you need. It's got extra clothes, but it also has spare stuff, just, whatever you might need to do study. Then we have the actual study right here. There's I could just zoom in. I don't know why I was pointing. There's tables over here where many times people would do research. People would come in and, share notes and do all of that stuff. Tons of bookshelves on the wall over there. There's a map. And then over here, sitting area for just hanging out, which you were here a lot with Bisk. You've never seen him hang out once ever. There's a sort of alchemical experimentation set, incredibly clean, just like the cleanest table you've ever seen, even though it's for experiments with substances and stuff. And then there's Bisk's table. The table is immaculate, of course. His desk is immaculate, as always. He always kept everything very clean. I'm sure you would love it. There's a couple pieces of paper, a book or two, candles. He liked a lot of light so that he could read and stuff. And then, of course, he's got his sort of in and out box, I guess. And it's I don't know, five-ish, maybe 6, 9. It doesn't matter how many boxes there are, but they're those boxes where you put paperwork in, paperwork out, whatever, and they're stacked and they're all slightly different colors, which would be super annoying, but you've probably stood next to his desk, so you would know that these boxes are the color of the paper inside them, because there's no standard of paper. There's no Epson or whatever. So the paper comes from all over the empire from whoever makes it there, and so they're all slightly different colors, and the boxes perfectly match those colors so that everything is like super organized. It's like the most organized place in the entire castle.
And then we let a load of cats in.
Yeah. Well, hopefully only one or two.
was like 12 of them.
Well, okay.
A herd of cats. Okay, at least 7. I got 7.
Maybe Cleanthus can hang with some of them.
Okay, we'll take 4 in.
Okay, perfect. Good compromise. So this is the room. I cut off the walls so that you could see everything. Well, I don't know, as much as I could so that you could see all the stuff. This is the room. This is everything I think you need, and that's it.
And child, fellow, do you? I'm not calling you your character child. Okay. Do you have any kind of special skills for investigation?
Hey, you talking to me?
Yes.
What do you have?
Tools, education, experience.
Well, go do them then.
And why are you here then?
Yeah, what professor sent you?
The high mage. We were at a mixer, like a party. An
You,
introduction.
Were you cats
Talking
there
about
as well?
Cats. And we're talking about cats and yeast, and I was like, I want to get in, and then I was talking about cats, and I just like, hey, it was like cats were talking, and we were talking, and then he was trying to talk to somebody. I was like, hey, mister.
Right. How about
Cats.
you do
And I
me a
used to have
favor?
a cat cafe, you know that? It
Okay.
used to be on the sea, and we served cats, and people would come, and pirates would come, and these are some of the cats from the cat cafe, actually, and they're pretty magical, and they know some things, mister.
Well, maybe you should go and look to see if there's any cats in this room. Maybe there's
Okay.
some cats that need feeding.
Oh.
And tell me if you find anything
love that.
strange.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I would like to use my ability, cat sense.
Okay. How does it work?
Search. The cats are gonna go out and just go around the room and kind of, rub their cheeks on things.
Okay,
And if
perfect.
there's something good, they'll, they're magical. They know things. Okay.
Is there
It's my +4 ability.
any specific area you're looking at, or?
Just looking for magical stuff. The cats know, books, orbs.
Okay.
Boxes.
This room's probably full of that stuff.
But really good, the cats know, they know that, Well, I guess it depends on my role, right?
All right, yeah, sure. Do it up.
You're the master.
No.
I got 14.
14. In looking for magical stuff, let's see. Your cat's spread out.
Cats.
We'll assume
Professor
there's 4 of them.
There's Professor Purrington, there's the notorious CAT, there's Chairman Meow, and Winston Furchow.
I assume.
Very
I
odd
assume
names.
One of them probably falls asleep at the fire, is my guess, first off,
okay.
because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be indicating anything magical. It's just living its life.
See,
Let's
look
see.
at my cats go.
Yeah, the other
Chairman
3.
Meow, no. You get up, Chairman Meow, come back here. Oh, he's a lazy little fat cat.
I guess another one starts messing with all the papers in the box, trying to get into the boxes, the trays or whatever that's on this desk. So
Furchow,
immediately
what are you doing in that box?
wrecking it up. One of them probably hops onto
No.
the the desk over here to knock things over, and
Victoria CAT.
They haven't exploded yet, which is quite odd.
One of them probably, hangs out in this little entry prep dressing room kind of area. I guess pacing is indicating something, but not anything like specific. It doesn't seem like.
Oh, yeah, that's the professor over there. Not. Wait, you're the professor too, right? What's your name?
Yes, I'm Professor Viragar. Yes.
Wait, what is it?
Viragar.
How do you spell that?
Do you know how to spell?
Yeah, I know how to write Elvish.
I'm not going to be able to spell my name into you in Elvish, I'm afraid.
Well, just sound it out.
Viragar.
With like letters. So I can write it.
You might actually write that. Okay, Firagar.
Well, I was way off.
You have
Okay,
you
thanks,
had the
Professor.
character sheet.
I know.
Oh, okay, well that's Professor Purrington over there. He I don't actually know where he just kind of like came with me. I don't really know. I was like wandering around the magic hall and I found a cat and
Right.
he came with me.
Right.
And I named him Professor Purrington.
Right.
Okay, Professor, is there something specific you want me to take a look into?
Well, we need to see if the study's been disturbed, but unfortunately the cats, I think, have disturbed it enough. I was going to look for tracks in the dust or anything that would have built up, just to make sure that, we haven't got other people in here and obfuscating evidence. Well, what interests you? Perhaps you would like to start with the... Are you interested in the alchemy there?
I can handle that.
Okay, maybe you're doing some dangerous things there, so do be careful.
Okay. I will go and start looking at this alchemy table then.
All right, cool. Schwa. I guess because Folger rolled, sort of like a general investigation, I'll take it from y'all as well. As you look at these specific things that you mentioned, specifically disturbing anything or this alchemy table.
Did you say that's from all of us? Or...
Yeah, just the music folk at this point.
Hey,
Gotcha.
Folger's totally a music guy,
Yeah, right, yeah.
He scammed his way into the college, probably.
He's
The
part of the
professor's
singing
very
club.
distracted by Folger at the moment, so I haven't got an 8.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
I only got a 10.
Perfect.
Distracted by the cats.
You've the professor has been here a bunch of times, and everything looks the same every time, so this appears to be completely undisturbed. I don't it's been like a couple months. I don't know if there would be enough dust for you to be like, oh, look at freaking footsteps and stuff. Things might be a bit dusty, but nothing looks out of the ordinary. It looks like Bisk prepped the room to be gone for a couple days and then never came back, which is exactly what happened. And then as for this alchemy table, there's notes on I guess a couple of upcoming experiments. You mentioned dangerous stuff, but the stuff that's sitting up here seems pretty innocuous. It doesn't look like he's building like a bomb or anything like that. It's like let's see. It's probably mostly plant related, I would say. And maybe the notes are on like converting converting natural essence into magical components or something like that.
Okay.
I think the professor is going to look for like spikes of magic power, and he's not going to use a cat. I've come up with a device for this. So imagine it's like a spirit level, but it's got like these really awkward binoculars sort of welded to the bit where you'd actually look for the bubble. And instead of a bubble, it's like he's like putting like an electric, like a magic charge across it.
So you're gonna phasmophobia the sucker.
Pretty much, yeah. EMF read and all that.
Okay.
It looks
sure.
Like an idiot using it, but yeah.
And is that a brilliance roll because it uses magic or something else?
I don't know. I'm happy with either. I've got it as a +2 sort of gear item.
The electricity is the professor's method of attacking, though, too. So, well, I guess there's no real way to argue that it's combat. I don't think.
No, I don't think you'd ever be able to use it in that way for combat.
I'll try and think of some way, but yeah, we'll take a brilliance roll using this thing. I assume you're just going to stand in the middle of the room and spin around.
Yeah, sort of slowly, sort of scanning almost.
Okay.
Trying not to trip over cats.
Okay. Can I even do that?
Okay. I need a better mouse roll, dice roll thing. But for now, I got a 20.
A 20. Okay.
Yeah. 20.
Let's see. You're familiar with this room. You see a bunch of like sort of stuff you would expect. A couple of things on the desks indicate that they're magical, but you know that the scribes use, magical tools and stuff to help them copy down notes or to investigate stuff. Let's see, what else would be magical in here? There's probably a couple things on the bookshelf that I guess give off indications that they're magic, but those would be like maybe actual items. So the same things that you would teach about or sell, or not sell. Well, I guess sell. I don't know. But anyway, the things you would research and stuff in music would be over there. The table probably only gives off something at the bowl, like maybe where something was created and put into the bowl and then removed. Probably nothing right there. And then if you're standing in the room, what?
Yeah, I'd also be checking the floor to make sure there's no like magic explosion trap.
Okay, perfect. You probably get something over here at this mirror.
Okay.
But there's nothing on the floor or anything that you see that's like trap worthy or anything like that.
Okay.
Also, just on that 20, people come in here all the time, so anything that you could just set off wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Like, if there were traps in the walls and floors and stuff like that, people would just touch them as they go about their day.
Yeah, but that might be the point.
Well, true, but
gone.
Well, yeah, when someone's gone, that's true. But the timeline for the sigil was roughly 2 days away, something like that, and then Bisk would be back.
Sure.
That's not what happened, but that was the goal.
Totally set up like freeze traps, just to troll whoever tried to rob me as well. Like, not deadly traps, but.
Okay. You're not working in any order, but you can go in order if you want, or if you just think of something and want to look at it, that's cool too.
I feel like we haven't had enough cat chaos in a few minutes, so.
I'm just kind of taking a back break. I'm just letting you guys do the. But, Folger's gonna go sit in this chair there, and where that genie lamp is.
Okay, at the desk.
He's just gonna be like, you're like, oh, this is so boring. This is just so boring, just like the Navy.
Are you gonna mess with the lamp?
Yeah, he'll kind of like mess with it a little bit.
Okay. I'll take a presence roll on this lamp.
Let me see. Character sheet. Got an 18.
An 18. All right. Well, I was hoping it would be low, but the lamp is very expensive and very ornate, and it's full of ink. Apparently, Bisque creates his own specific, very reliable ink that only Bisque really wants to use, and he has this lamp full of ink that you do not spill, which I was hoping for because I thought it would be funny, but you just find a lamp full of ink.
Does it have a pour spout right there? Is that exactly what it looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Folger's gonna dump some.
Okay.
He's gonna draw with it. He's gonna do
Perfect.
some doodles.
Perfect. Yes. The paper.
Of course he will.
Wait, do you read Elvish, but do you read the like common tongue as well?
Yeah, he can.
Okay. Yeah, the paperwork you're writing on is like who's gonna be at the sigil, like that already occurred, and provisions for the sigil. There's just like copies of paperwork and stuff.
He's gonna doodle and draw pictures of cats and stuff, and like little
Perfect.
circles or whatnot. He's gonna go.
Brilliant.
And the cat's gonna meow, and Professor Purrington's over there probably in the mirror. Professor Purrington's looking at himself in the mirror.
Definitely.
Laying in front of the mirror, probably.
It's very attracted to the mirror then. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my turn.
How are you getting on with the alchemy station over there?
It seems to be pretty just clean and very organized, which is nice. There's some notes here, but I think they're maybe just common alchemy notes.
All right, so that's something. Where should we look next? Any preference on where to look next?
Do people still actively use these study tables, right?
If you're asking me, yes, but also he would know too.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think there's really much sense in necessarily looking at that too closely first, anyhow.
Well, I imagine once they get back to the capital, this has been sealed off since then. So, yes, potentially they were in use while he was gone. I doubt he would have put anything sensitive there. I mean, we could try the obvious things. I'm going to go and check out this mirror in the front room. Perhaps there's some magical items on the shelves over there. Perhaps you want to check out those.
Okay, I can.
Who knows? Maybe a secret tunnel behind that map for all we know.
Secret tunnel. Oh, behind the map.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, I will look at the map.
All right. It's just a map that I found that would go on the wall. Of course, it doesn't look like that. What you would really see is the continent that you're familiar with. I would assume you've seen a map of the continent before, doing any sort of research on like planning where to go. So you see the continent with ice in the north and the sigil marked and the capital and all that stuff, and then like notable cities, and there's also indicated like I guess ruins or like things of magical interest and where they were found, sort of like notated on there, like, oh, we found this here, we found this here. And this map is very nice, but it seems to be sort of a reproduction, as if it gets replaced every once in a while, just because people are basically writing on it, writing their notes and stuff like that. So the notes have dates on when they were added. Yeah, that way you can tell, like, when stuff was found and what happened to it and if it's still there and that sort of thing.
Okay. So is it like securely tacked along all of the edges?
Yeah, but you could probably pull it away and look behind it.
Okay, I will do that just because the professor suggested it.
Yeah, cool. It's a wall.
Okay.
Folger notices you pulling things off walls.
Perfect.
Oh, cool, I didn't know.
And then you wanted to look at the mirror?
Yep.
Are you looking with your special eyes or your normal eyes?
Probably both.
All right.
So,
Well,
line up where it's coming from.
normal eyes. It's mirror. You've seen Bisk use it to, like, dress himself or, like, adjust himself. He was always, before he left, he would make sure that he was proper and everything that he liked everywhere that it should be, check for stains, do all of that stuff. I would say it looks kind of expensive, but nothing in here looks incredibly expensive except for the fact that magic stuff is expensive. And then with your special eyes, it glows more than anything else in the room, I guess, just because it's bigger. It's definitely magical in some way.
Okay.
Cat headbutts you. You're like,
This, yes. God.
You and the cat are both reflected.
Good. I mean, sort of gently look behind the mirror and sort of like manipulate it. Obviously, not trying to break it.
Okay.
Moving it around.
When you pull on it or whatever, it's like completely free, and you can like pull it away from the wall and move it around and stuff.
Yeah, sort of checking the back, see if any kind of markings or anything indicates purpose.
Mirrors are glass, so there's like a normal looking backing on the back to keep the glass safe. On the inside, there's no like. There might be some inscription that's like to Bisk, class of 893 graduation, like some sort of, it was a gift or whatever, you know what I mean, from some classmate or something. It's signed we'll go with Lenny.
Gotcha. I'm guessing I don't know a magical Lenny.
You probably know some story about Lenny discovering that Dragon's Fire could be applied to magical pursuits beyond heating. You probably read like a paper or something at some point.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what to do with this mirror.
Right?
I'm gonna just gently tap the glass just to see if like touch does anything.
No, it's glass mirror.
Okay.
It might be magical, but you don't go through it.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting. I'm glad I didn't go through it.
what else is in that room?
In this room?
Yeah.
Whoops! Like a
wardrobe.
A wardrobe over there in the corner. well, whatever. You can look at it if you want, but the professor would know that it keeps like bisques, cork closed, or nice clothes, or whatever. And then a table just for, if someone brings something in and sets it down, but shouldn't be the one to touch it anymore, kind of thing, or sort of like a prep table. But there's nothing on the prep table.
Folger wants to go to the mirror with the ink and begin painting his face. That's what he's
Okay. So the ink's gonna be on you, not the mirror?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Cool. You do some cool tattoo work.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm painting my face.
Please do the cat whiskers and nose. That would be so funny.
Looks at the cat. I don't know if I should paint the cat. It's young. It might hurt its fur.
Why would... No, don't... Okay, just... yes,
Puts like
paint
a little... Puts like a little bit, like a Simba on his...
I really hope that ink is not non-toxic.
He is alive!
Right.
The king is back! Something. I'll wander around and look at the wardrobe as well. Maybe there's
all right,
some
cool.
clothes inside that he could wear.
You pop that sucker open, you find court-looking clothes.
Puts on a hat or something.
Yeah. I assume you're gonna try and walk through it, so it's just a wardrobe.
Walks through the wardrobe.
No Narnia for you.
No.
No giant talking cat.
Exactly. And then, Verity, you were looking at the frickin' bookshelves as well, I guess? Or did you want to skip that? All right, cool. Go ahead.
Oh, I would be looking just for anything out of the ordinary and maybe like randomly like just pulling some of the books like you would to try to find a secret door. Just randomly.
Oh, like the lever style?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have you roll investigation type stuff over here. You got any abilities that work?
I guess I'll use my magical recall just to... I essentially use that as like an information recall of anything that I've ever studied.
Okay.
It's just a +2.
Okay.
20.
20. Okay. Anything you've ever studied.
But only things that would seem significant in the circumstances, what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so a lot of the...
having a good memory, it's not that crazy an ability.
Yeah.
It's making it sound like you've asked for the world.
No.
Well, I mean, anything you've ever studied, like, okay, I don't remember every test I've ever taken, but we're going to use it like that, okay?
Yeah, like a Mind Palace sort of situation.
Yeah. So a lot of the items, the like magical items that the professor saw, you might recognize them from like being similar, I guess, to things you've read about. Since you've been in school, you probably haven't seen a ton of stuff that might be like these items. So these are, I mean, some of them are very expensive, some of them are hard to find, but they're all sort of known, I guess is the way I would say it. Like, people have done research on in the past, you've probably read papers, all that junk. You're pulling books. Are you're just doing that thing where you like lean them forward, or are you pulling them all the way off?
No, just like leaning forward.
All right. A lot of the books are interesting. You seem to like books. You would sit down and read a ton of these books. They're all sort of theoretical or past experiments and how they can be applied, that sort of thing. Nothing happens when you pull these, like when you tilt these books. You probably also like tilt skulls and tilt all this random junk just to like do that obvious thing where you're like, is this a lever? Is this a lever? Is this a lever? None of that happens. And then in this corner over here, there probably is not a fire, but I wanted light or whatever. On the bookshelf, you find like a metal circle in the side towards, I guess, the fireside or whatever, but like a metal circle embedded in the wood.
In the wood of the bookcase?
Yes.
Is there... It's just a circle. There's not like any filigree or anything like that?
No, like, no notes or words or anything like that. You gotta push it.
If it looks depressible, sure.
Okay, it's metal. Nothing happens.
Okay. A little bit disappointed that, and she's gonna be like, and kind of try to wander where everyone else is at.
Okay.
Why is there ink splashes all through here? And then I'll see see the face.
Falls out of the wardrobe.
I think it's just best to leave him to do his thing.
Okay, if you say so, I'll trust you.
I don't believe it. If you've got a way to just, I don't know.
Hey,
Freeze him solid.
hey, you guys ever play The Floor is Lava or The Floor is Lava? Yeah.
No. Why would the floor be lava?
Like, you just imagine, like, the red square triangles are like lava, and you gotta like avoid it by stepping, like, jumping across it and stuff.
I'm not going to do that.
It's like acrobatics. Oh, because you're old.
Are you gonna play Folger?
He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump along the. He's gonna like avoid, the squares, the red squares.
Okay. In this room?
Yeah.
All right. Because you're looking down at the floor, there's 2 notches right here in the center. They are not on the red, though.
Okay. Hey, look! Those are like the mountains.
What?
Jumps on a notch.
Yeah, they're like indentations down into the
Trips.
floor a little bit.
Okay, that would hurt my attention if you fell over and ate shit while carrying this ink.
Oh yeah, he's got the ink in one hand.
What are you doing? Jesus.
Ow! My foot!
I'll go and pick up what's left in the lamp. Put it to the side. How did you even trip? It is a flat.
Mister,
All right.
make it better.
How? Just go sit down by the fire or something.
Ow, limps away.
Do I see the notches?
The Professor Cat
Yeah,
is following
the
Professor, by the way.
I would assume that there's a couple, or he was laying next to them when he fell. So if you were looking down at him, you would also see them. They're not like hidden or anything. They're just not not what you're looking at first. You know what I mean?
So like that's something like I could lift a trapdoor up by. Is it like handles almost? Or
no, it's more like a groove, like or a depression down.
Okay, that's odd.
Mm-hmm. They would be. Hold on, let me think about spacing. Like 2 feet, 2/3 of a meter apart.
Meters.
And they're like, wait, is a meter? Yeah. Oh, 2/3 of a yard.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the conversion is. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Things, numbers.
They're like pointed at each other like in a straight line on the ground in the center.
Huh. Does it like match up in any way to sort of the width of the mirror in any way?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What? So does it look like I could like lay down the mirror there, or? It's really hard to visualize it. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's like indentations down into the floor. So I'm trying to think of something else that might be similar. Basically, it's the width of the mirror, and it looks like the mirror fits in it.
Okay. Assistant, can you help me with the this mirror? I'm going to try and place it into these grooves here.
Oh, of course.
So if there is a mechanism here, hopefully the ink hasn't ruined it, but
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to walk right through that.
it's fine. I mean,
I know we have to. It's fine.
so I take on one side of the mirror and we kind of get some guard it into place.
Yeah, it's not super heavy.
Yeah, but it's fragile.
Yep, true. So you pull that sucker over and set it into the grooves.
Yes.
Pointed which way?
Probably
They are
try and get.
Oh, go ahead.
I'd probably put it glass up first, because if that isn't the right, if the other way is right, then the ink isn't ruining everything. So I would try glass up first.
Glass up. So pointed towards the wall, or pointed towards the window, or pointed towards the door.
Oh, right.
Like standing.
Probably pointing towards the door. Then, yeah, it's standing right. Gotcha.
All right, cool. Nothing happens.
Okay, I turn it around.
Cool. When you turn it around, there's a door over here on this wall.
Oh.
But as soon as it like clicks into place, whatever light is coming into the mirror reflects forward, and there's just a door.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Well,
This bloody cat. Why did he invite this person? All right, anyway. Shall we?
Yeah, do you think it's safe to leave him here?
I don't think it's safe to leave him anywhere.
Folger won't follow, but the cat will.
Okay. I definitely got to invite him at this point.
Folger's
the cat he
he
wouldn't
can't. We'll just leave him out. I don't
Sort
think
of
the cat has any
crying.
abilities, but that's okay.
All right. I don't have any light source.
Just
If it's
grab
dark.
one off the wall.
Okay. I'll find some sort of light
Guessing
source.
there's
I guess.
there's a lantern right there.
Yeah, you can grab this lantern.
Oh, okay.
Sure. It's lit.
Pretty lit.
No, like actually lit.
Oh, like the doorway?
The lantern on that table is like lit. On fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't question it. It's fine.
I feel like I
Right.
missed something, but okay.
No, you're good.
Just trying to say that none of us lit it. So who did? But,
I just okay. Sure. Yep.
Now, This does have a habit of making things explode. Definitely him.
Oh.
So just stand back as I open the door, maybe, just in case.
Okay. I'll kind of go behind like the ledge of the table and like just try to.
My internet went down, so I'm on my phone.
Oh,
good.
hey.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mute.
Cool.
Alright. So I sort of like stand to the side of the door and then sort of open it.
It doesn't open. Obviously.
Damn. Oh, of course, it's not that simple.
In fact, I would say there's probably no handle. It's the doorest looking door without a handle.
Right. It's like those video games where they got the doors that don't open. 2D. I'm going to sort of walk up to the mirror
Okay.
and see if the mirror has like a handle or something I can.
Oh. Yeah, as you pat down this mirror, even if you pat it down where it's reflecting the door, it's just a mirror. Yeah, its purpose seems to be to reflect light in a magical way for the door.
Right. We need to find a way in.
Okay. Is there a place for a handle?
Oh, no.
Well, maybe some sort of secret switch, a button, lever. Who knows?
Yeah. I tried to look for one in the other room, but I didn't find anything.
I mean, technically, you tried to press a button, but it wasn't a button.
Oh, well, I mean, well, come look at this metal circle that didn't really do anything, but maybe it will now.
Right. Okay. Sure. Okay.
In this bookcase, you have a circle of metal inlaid into the bookcase on the side, right?
Okay.
Right there.
Is it like flush with the wood?
Yes.
Obviously, I try and press it.
All right. It's still not a button.
Yeah, that's fine. It needs to make contact with something. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's just there to hide part of the wood. You know, it has a bad knot or something there.
Wow. Okay. Carpentry over here.
Maybe if we find a device that's got sort of like another of these circles, and if we apply it.
Okay.
But that's a long shot.
Why you gotta be pushing things all the time? Can't you like pull or something?
Folger's screaming, covered in ink.
That's my Where are you guys? Are you guys in the door or something? Or
they came back to the bookcase because the door didn't open. I'm gonna turn you down. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm on my phone.
No, you're good. You're good.
I got you boosted because your PC is usually quite quiet.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me. You're at normal volume. It's just on the PC, not always.
You ever tried pulling things?
But we can't pull it. It's a flat circle thing.
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.
No, it's fine. Jesus. Have you seen a lever or some kind of mechanism anywhere, Folger?
It's Folger.
Yes, that's what I said.
No, you said Folger.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Soldier. Finel.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
My foot hurts because I fell.
Yep.
And I can't see because I got to
happens.
eat everyone.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I thought you had tools and things.
Yep. No, yes.
How's it going?
I really hope that ink isn't toxic. He's covered.
Just like they say things are fun, but it's not. It sucks.
Abe, Folger, I'll take a presence roll for the cats.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? I mean, they're still bumping around too.
Presents for the cats. They got
See, this is how he gets the puzzle solved by using none of us as players.
Yeah, there was a cat over here somewhere, or some. Oh wait, there was a cat up here.
In the books.
I guess 15. One of the cats. So I couldn't actually. There isn't one, so I had to make it. But we're gonna pretend that these two plates and this stick are like a scale, and the cat is like sitting in one side.
Right.
Well.
Yeah, these cats never shut up.
Professor does not like cats.
Right. I do look around the room and probably see the cat in the scale.
All right.
Meowing incessantly.
Cool.
That's top and flop.
Do you like that you've made that with some kind of broom?
It's a broom, yeah. I had needed something that stuck straight up. It was that or a weapon, so like this.
I'll come over to the scale and just investigate, because that is a classic. Balance the scale to make things work.
The cat,
Yep.
I would say, paw. Wants a paws out. One paw out, stretch.
Mm-hmm.
The scale's a scale. You could pick it up. It's not attached or anything if you wanted to. And then balance-wise, you could press down and equal out with the cat, but like nothing happens. It's just a scale.
Gotcha.
No one's pet a cat yet. That's kind of sad.
Well, the cats have kind of been around our feet, tripping us up.
They've
We're
never.
not
No
sat
one's
down.
gone down to even pet. No one here
Yeah.
gone down to pet the cat yet. Means
Yeah.
no one in that's amazing. I could not have do that. I would be petting everything.
I'm sure Cleanthus is probably petting a cat down the hall, but
He's got like 6 cats around him.
he's like down on the floor at this point.
We're here to do a job, otherwise I'm sure the professor had one like in his study or something where he was relaxing. Yes, but cats are incredibly annoying when you're trying to do something and they want attention.
I don't know. Sometimes my cats like help to repair things.
Okay.
Well, I try and gently sort of like shoo the cat, just sort of like patting it, and I sort of trying to lift it without getting clawed to pieces out of the scale.
Okay.
And I want to just sort of inspect the bottom and make sure there's no like corresponding circle or anything like that.
No circle on it or anything. It's pretty hefty, I guess. You could weigh quite a lot of stuff. And there's probably like a set of weights nearby, to like use to, because that's how it works. Oh God, jeez.
Oh my God. Nuclear launch detected.
Yeah. But I would say that like if you're looking for the circle or whatever, it's not there. No.
There are any sort of weights that would correspond to the same sort of shape as the thing in the wood?
Also, no. They're like little,
Yeah.
square block kind of weights. They're labeled, but they're not. They're not like that.
Weights. They're always circles.
They're always circles, but I didn't want you trying to put it up against it or whatever. Sure, if you want to take one and they're
That's
circles.
fine.
They're exactly the same
Good.
circular size as the button that isn't a button.
Yeah. Well, we'll cut out the 20-minute session there when I bash them against the thing and try and make it work then.
Well, do
Doesn't
you
work.
want to walk over and put one next to it?
Sure.
Sure, it sticks.
My God. It's magnetic.
It's magnetic.
Well, it does look like we need something to stick to this. Like maybe a handle or... I mean, it's very classic if it was just a door handle that you had to stick here and then to open the door.
There are no door handles in the room. Well,
You don't
except
know
for on
that.
the door.
Yeah,
I don't know that. What do you mean?
So it doesn't do anything when it sticks?
No.
Like there's no sounds or anything?
No. Sounds like you just stuck a magnetic weight onto a magnetic circle. Or, yeah. I guess they're both probably magnetic, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if weights can scientifically be magnetic or if that would mess with anything.
Yes, they could be. They still have weight.
They do, but I mean, what if you got a bunch of them all stuck on the scale, or like something like the magnetic properties going through the plate down to the base or something, or the chain, who knows?
Right, well, I will look around for any other interesting items, I guess, at this point. We've got to part of the puzzle maybe solved, but I think we've got all the other pieces we need.
Where are you going to look?
Probably in the room with the lit lantern. I don't think any of us have looked in there.
Oh, yeah.
Puzzle.
Nope.
Maybe we need to look around and see if there's any other parts or pieces to this puzzle.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
fine.
his way of saying there's nothing there. Okay.
Yeah, you find the clothes I mentioned earlier. There's a couple trunks of like old records, stuff on the walls that's more like not like not even investigative. There's no food for sure. I just want to make that clear, but it'll be things like spare bottles for filling things or whatever. It's like mostly storage, and a lantern that is lit, but it's not here anymore.
It's probably sitting on the other table in the mirror room.
Nice.
All right. Whoop. And now it is.
Obviously, that's that secret compartment in the wall. That it's definitely not because Hart built this place.
Man, not only a rush, but I can't believe these pieces don't fit together better.
That is true.
There's like corner pieces, but they go the opposite direction. They don't go like out, they go in. It's very strange. So yeah, but yeah, you spend some time just looking through like really mundane, boring stuff. If you're gonna find any dust, it's gonna be in here.
Got you. Yeah, well, I'd give up that investigation and look elsewhere.
All right.
I'm guessing anyone else is looking elsewhere. That would take me some time.
Yeah. Can I go back to the wardrobe because I don't know if Folger did anything besides fall out of that.
It sounded like he tried to go through it.
Yeah, he went through that. Put some clothes. He's got a hat on or something, I guess, and that's probably inking in it, I guess.
Cool. You got
It's just clothes on there.
Yeah. The back is solid. He didn't go through or anything like that. There's probably like buttons on the clothes, but nothing quite the right size. The circle's bigger than even a button, so.
Okay. I was just gonna overthink something.
Nope, don't overthink. Well,
How wide is this wardrobe compared to the door on the wall?
how wide are wardrobes? It's probably wider than the door
Okay.
by probably maybe 6 or 8 inches on both sides. It's pretty wide.
Okay.
There aren't any grooves in front of the door.
Hey.
and no scratch marks on the tile or anything like that.
Fair.
Hey, why don't we ask that guy downstairs? Maybe he knows something.
About a secret door that he would have told us already.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he knows something that he doesn't want to share in front of that attitude.
Oh, you're talking about the guard? We're not
Yeah,
supposed to-
downstairs. Doesn't he know? Wouldn't he know things like maybe he hears something, or I don't know.
We would have to ask in a way that like we don't disclose anything he doesn't know, though.
Well, aren't you guys like man? Don't you have like a mind wipe?
What? No.
What? That's
Yeah.
Barbaric.
yeah. Why would we?
Well,
try to
I'm
do
gonna
that?
learn that spell then.
No, you won't. Nobody's going to teach you that.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
With Catboy speaking up again, it probably prompted me to investigate the lamp of ink again.
Oh, okay. Yep. It's a homebrew of Bisque's ink. He at one point he probably told you all about it, and he probably did that thing where he just droned on and on about his freaking ink. He's just,
1 part arsenic, 1 part lead.
right. Mix it very well. You gotta make sure the mortar is clean for the pestle. Stuff like that. So he probably spent a long time talking to you about ink at some point, and you've seen it on his desk every time you come in. Never moved or anything.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have any circles on it.
Damn it. Okay. How stupid would it be to try and draw a handle? It's magic after all.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
true.
worth a try. If there's any ink left.
Yeah, I did say I tried to pick it up before all of it spilled out. Yeah, I'm going to try and draw a handle on the door.
Where are you gonna get the
Looney
paper
Tunes
from?
style. I mean, on the door.
Oh, on the door? Okay.
Looney Tunes style,
Yeah, true. So the door has a frame. It's not 2D like you said, but you draw or paint or whatever in the ink, and it just is painted there. You can't
Nice.
grip it or any of that stuff. That'd be cool though.
Yeah, we should thought of that.
Y'all are like, oh man, this would be a great idea. We got to study this later.
Yeah. Okay, I abandoned that idea.
All right.
I'm gonna say, Folger, or whatever your name is.
Soldier.
Yeah, why don't you just sort of, you're short, why don't you sort of look underneath all these, like, all these tables and such and see if there's any hidden switches or levers?
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Yeah, you can take your cats with you. They'll love it, I'm sure.
Ignores you. Wait, would there be any paper in here?
All of the paper has stuff on it. To get blank paper, you'd probably have to go through like and pull, you know, those pages at the beginning and into books and stuff. You'd probably have to rip those out.
I definitely have a big notebook with me also.
Oh, well, perfect. You brought paper.
Maybe you guys should like, paint, but like maybe use your imagination on the paper to open the door.
What?
Yeah, like draw the door on the paper.
We already have a door. Look around the corner. You fell over before we revealed it. We've already found the door.
Okay, well, all right.
But are you good at imagining stuff on paper? I have some if you want it.
No, not really. I'm better at like doing it in real life.
Where's Folger playing or ignoring people or whatever?
I think he's over by the fireplace.
Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't find anything interesting over there. That, you know, nothing that could fit onto this circle or anything like that. And again, no one's ever seen Bisk sit down in either of these chairs. They just seem to like exist in case like maybe Iatudi or something came by, but he wouldn't.
And now they're ruined.
And now they're covered. Well, at least one's covered in ink. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to avoid this, but I'm gonna have to go and read all of Bisk's notes and stuff, and the boring part. I'm gonna walk over to his study and try and around the cat pictures being drew all over the paperwork.
Yeah.
See if there's anything on his desk of import.
These are very dry reports about on the desk about whatever I said before. No, I mean the reports on like the ordering of supplies for the sigil and new deals that have been made with elves and goblins and the east area. You've probably also got supplies being ordered, like big timbers of lumber being shipped to the coast, stuff like that.
Is that big fancy book there doing anything?
That's a book that Bisk always kept there that included his normal like, I don't want to say like his notes, you know what I mean, but it's like a ledger, I guess, of not just like the paper is where it's like ordering things, but it's like a ledger of magical studies and stuff like that. Sure, yeah. Are you like picking it up a junk?
Yeah, I'll probably sort of scan through the pages, look at make sure the inner,
Yeah.
There isn't anything hidden in it or anything as well.
You've seen him write this junk a lot, or write in this a lot. He always kept it there or whatever. It seems to be a normal book, and when you set it down, it's got a circle on the other side, made out of metal, embedded in the back of the book.
Did it, or have you just got annoyed of us not solving the puzzle?
Well, it doesn't necessarily, but it is the right type, and it does make sense that it would be here now that I think about it, which is better than where I had initially put it.
Right, okay.
That's how you got to play them.
I go,
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect.
All right, we'll try this. And I sort of walk over and place it.
All right. Cool. You put the
Knowing
book
that
there.
This is as he is. I put it up, facing upwards, the correct way up.
Okay. So you place it there. It let's see this. It lines up, but nothing happens, and it has a circle on the other side.
Son of a bitch. Right, well. Look for more items, I guess, that have circles on them.
Okay. Where are you gonna look?
You said that lantern's not actually there, so like, is that a dim corner?
It's probably not very dim. It just I wanted there to be enough light to see, so it's probably decently bright. There's probably candles on everything that needs to have candles, and you can definitely light them and see perfectly fine on all these shelves and everything.
Okay. Can I just start taking stuff off shelves that are near the
Yeah.
circle?
The items you looked at before are still their own magical stuff. None of them have circles on them, but you start pulling off books that have circles in them. As you clear these shelves, you find more and more books.
Just tons of them with circles on.
Not tons of them. There are 4. Well, including the one you have.
Okay. Professor, here's some books that have more circles on them.
Right. Yeah, it's an annoying puzzle. I don't know why you would do this. Right. Do the 4 books sort of like fill up the shelf? Does it look like there's still space in the shelf?
They would match the space that was open, yeah.
Okay. Right, yes, let's look at the titles of these books.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything there.
Right,
That's not bad. I'm just going to push them in randomly.
Oh, okay. So, you don't know what they look like, so how could I ask you what order you put them in?
Yeah.
Chances are, statistically, you don't get it right.
Yeah. I could roll for it.
Sure, if you wanna roll for it and
what's the probability?
Luck it out. We'll go with like, I don't know, 18 or something, just to hit it on the first.
I rolled a 19.
All right, well,
Nice.
for whatever reason, you line them up smallest to largest because that's the way the professor would do things.
Yep.
And they line up so that all the circles touch each other, and when you set them on the shelf all touching each other, there's like a click on the other side of the wall.
Alright, let's see if that has actually opened the door, or Bisk started the next series of trials. Okay.
Okay.
And without ever weighing any of the books, you come back over, and the door reflected in the mirror is just like slightly ajar.
Right. Well, it goes. Does she want to go first? No, it's probably. It's fine. I've got experience exploding. I peek in.
Terrifying.
You peek in?
Yeah.
It's pretty dark in there. There's no light in that room. And you see like a light colored floor, and don't make out anything, I guess.
Well, it seems abandoned.
Here's this lantern. I'll grab the lantern that's on the table.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of push the door fully open and walk in. I don't take the lantern. I kind of just sort of stroll forward, letting her carry it.
Okay.
Yeah, carry it
Yeah.
behind him.
When you come into this space and bring the lantern, you got a big white room, completely white with nothing in it.
This is weird.
Yep. Yes, it is.
I would like it to be octagonal shaped, but I couldn't make that with the pieces, so just imagine it octagonal.
Okay. Completely smooth walls? Any indentations, anything?
Nah, none of that stuff.
I checked to make sure the cat that has ink all over it isn't following us.
Oh, okay.
What cat?
Wasn't there a cat that walked through the ink and
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, Professor Purrington is following the professor.
There are several tiny black paw prints. Actually, I think that so there's like a little entrance beyond the door that has the same marble, but the ink prints probably stop as soon as it starts touching the white. Yeah, probably so.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a room like this?
No, I have not. I think that's kind of the point, though.
I guess so.
Well, yes, it's quite obviously the cat isn't dead. That's a good sign. But the ink does stop.
Not that this character was there, but is this room similar to that one where that dude was? Forgot his name at the end of the campaign, where he like transported everyone.
Oh, no. This room actually exists.
Oh. It's like the Matrix dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the magic spirit level.
Okay.
And have a look around just to see if there's any peaks of activity.
Yeah, so you look around normally for whatever, and it looks like a octagonal white room, up and down and all that stuff. Yep. And then you put the electricity through it or whatever in order to look, and you're basically blind. Like this whole room, top to bottom, is covered.
Ow, my eyes. Ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need me to fetch you any water or anything?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, just, ow. You probably see from the spirit level just a beam of light.
Yeah.
Just takes it away from his eyes.
Like when freaking Cyclops takes off his mask thing or whatever, and his eyes are just like gong. Verity, are you just like, how are you investigating if you're doing any?
I was kind of waiting for the professor's lead.
Okay. Cool.
I guess. Can I try? Can we tell? Like, is there something magical about this room?
Yeah. All the surfaces seem covered.
Okay. Can I try to use an ability called Displace Magic? Just to see if it does anything. Essentially, it doesn't like dispel magic. It just temporarily moves magical fields to like indicate that there's magic. Kind of like a detect magic, but a little bit different.
Okay, so it moves magic like vibrates it?
Kind of.
So instead of seeing it through the professor's spectacles, you'd be making its presence known, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, do it up.
Okay.
I just gotta know how it works to tell you what happens. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm really bad at like having to come up with stuff myself.
Nah, it's cool. Also, if you want, you can pick abilities from like Skyrim and stuff. That's cool.
Okay. 19.
So you cast this spell. What does it look like? How do you do it?
I like to think that like you can see like little tendrils come out, and it's almost like locating magical items or effects, and like the strands will kind of push apart, like almost like opening a curtain places where there's magic.
Okay. In this room, that's a wild effect.
Okay.
Okay, so do you like move your hands or anything? Are you standing still, or are you just like, hey, prof, watch this?
Yeah, I would be kind of making some hand motions. I can't think of what it's called. There was this show I watched once where they kind of could see like the threads of magic in places and would like do movements through those threads to create the magical effects. So kind of like that.
Cool. So like in the Wheel of Time, would you take the threads of Sadar and Sadin and weave them? Is my guess. Sure.
No, I don't know. Sure.
Okay, so did you put the lantern down to do this? Or are you doing it with the lantern?
Probably would have had to have set the lantern down.
Okay, cool. Lantern in the center of the room.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Lantern in the center of the room. You had to set it down. Okay, so you set the lantern down. It vanishes.
Like as soon as I set it down?
Yeah. But I think that like as you touch it, it vanishes. But you're like still holding it, I guess, because you just set it down. So you would be able to pick it back up because it would be in your hand, right? So I think you'd be able to pick it back up. Do you want to set it down again and make it vanish?
So if I pick it back up, is it unvanish?
Yeah, I think so. It's like when you when you begin to cast this spell, you set it down with your hand like through the handle or whatever. And as it touches the floor, in this case, that's the only thing that's in here. When it touches the floor, it vanishes, but it's still in your hand. You pick it up, it reappears.
Professor?
Cat goes, what?
I'm not vanishing standing in the middle of the room, though, right?
No. Okay. No entities are vanishing.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. Because the light's less of the light.
Yeah, the light vanishes and then comes back real quick. So you could cast your spell, or you could mess with this.
I'm gonna hold off on casting.
Okay.
It's just not my field of expertise. They are some sort of. How did you pick it back up if it vanished? Do you feel like you were?
I could still feel it. Like I hadn't like released my grip from it all the way. I don't. If I do, I don't. I can try just leaving it there.
I think would just make it a trip hazard, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you should still cast your spell, but not put it down, is my guess. Unless you need that hand to do it.
I'll go ahead and try to do it with one hand.
Okay, so you're not going to move the lamp hand, you're just moving the other hand around.
But do I assume I see you sort of struggling, like the dilemma of just I can hold the lantern. You need me to hold the lantern.
I hate to ask you for things, but I guess
Yes, I can hold the lantern. I take it from.
Cool. So you cast this spell. Is it visible to other people, or is it only you? Good question.
I
Good
would
question.
say, yeah. I would say that it would be visible to everyone.
Okay. So you begin this spell, you're waving your hands, however motion Tai Chi style is what I'm imagining. And as you complete it, I guess you get 3 full seconds because it's a magic spell. The whole room, top to bottom, does that. You know when you like pull fruit apart and it's got the like fibers inside and they like come out or whatever, you know, and like pull apart from each other. You see that on the whole room, and it like you're surrounded by it, so it's like freaky, I guess. It's like tendrils, but like you said, but like they're on the floor, they're on the ceiling, they're on everything in this room, and you sort of get the impression of like furniture and stuff as these fibers sort of come apart, and then they are I guess they're all red, like so the whole room is bright glowing red tendrils with the impression of stuff in it, except for the lantern light, which is just lantern light colored. So there's like a little circle around you that doesn't change because the light is stopping it or whatever. Where the professor is, not around you, because he's holding the lantern.
Well, that's interesting.
Go
Go
ahead.
first.
I was gonna say, can I like walk towards where I felt an impression or saw an impression of some furniture?
Yeah.
Kind of like do the I can't see thing.
Yeah.
Arms outstretched.
You'll probably bump into like a table.
So this room isn't empty, but we can't see anything.
Wonder if we put some kind of filter over the light here, the lantern. We'd be able to see through the white. Say, did you say the room was red? That we saw like the furniture was red.
Yeah,
and stuff,
the tendrils and the magic and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So we would need a blue filter to see everything that wasn't. I can't remember how the filters work now.
All right,
I
cool.
feel like it's
well,
blue you need.
Yeah, I assume
You
you're
need to
holding
see
this
the
lantern
negative
up
space.
high.
Yeah.
It's got like a little spinny thing on the bottom.
I spin the spinny thing.
Yeah, so you shift into. I'm just gonna go with red because I don't know how it works either. I'm not a doctor, but when you red bait this room, you got a desk, you got a chest, you got a wardrobe in here, and I guess the same sort of box of papers that was outside, but it's in this room.
Here we go. Well done.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Well,
Yes. Cat's
gonna
impressed
use
as well.
sensibility, or it's technically Folger's ability, but Cat is in this room for like magical, the same one I did before.
So you're searching in this room with the cat?
The cat is searching, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just the cat.
Snip out, or
Is this like a pirate situation again? Except it's cat, 15-year-old elf child.
We'll see. I don't know yet. That's his ability. That's the last cat sensibility I can use.
Okay.
I got a 22.
And it's drawn to magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so beyond the fact that this whole room is covered, it's probably going to move towards the wardrobe, I guess is the way that it would go. And it might do that cat thing where it's like, I'm going to get in this door, I'm going to get in this door, I'm going to get in this door. And it'll probably like move into the wardrobe. And the door might shut behind it or not. I don't know.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we can't let the cat disrupt this room. Stop that cat. Stop the cat.
Okay. I'll run and try to, like... Did the door shut?
Yeah, I think the wardrobe shut on the cat. Yeah.
Okay, I will open the door and try to get the cat out.
The cat's sitting on like a box, maybe a foot across by 8 inches, something like that. It's got like little levers on it.
Here, I'm gonna scoop the cat up before it can start like playing with the levers.
Okay. Well, I mean, like snaps. It probably couldn't do anything with them. You know what I mean? But
it's just do not underestimate a cat.
Yeah,
true.
When it comes to chaos.
Professor, there's something kind of weird in here. But I have this cat. Can you take a look at it?
Yes. Yeah.
And Folger's not in here, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just a cat.
Okay. I'm gonna check for traps.
Sure. Okay. No traps.
Good. Brilliant. I'd really be annoying if there was.
Yeah.
At this point. I unlatch the case and open it.
Okay. In the red light, you find set down into like the encased sort of velvet or whatever, a dagger carved with runes.
Ah, well, that's put a mystery to rest. This is the third dagger in the murder of the late king's daughter.
Oh dear.
Yes. Wow. I mean, it's good that it's here and not in someone else's hands. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well.
Do you think I should go find his lordship, or?
Well, I mean,
Not
obviously, we need to just make sure that none of this research is of interest.
Okay.
We'll have to obviously probably take some of this back to the house and inspect it. And
There's some books in the other room too that might be helpful. I'm just thinking about all the books that I wanted to read.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Let's just quickly clear the rest of this room and of anything interesting or incriminating, or then I think we've solved it for now. Right.
Okay.
Which one next?
I'd probably just. You said there was sort of a box of paperwork in here as well.
Yeah. So there, I would call it more like a chest that has stacks of paperwork in it. This paperwork is incredibly interesting to you, I guess. I assume you can read it in the red light. It's kind of a little, foggy because the colors and everything that are occurring. But this is research on collected from across the empire, probably some that even you were involved in. All these pieces that sort of seem to be put together that indicate that magic, in the way that the empire uses it, isn't necessarily the best way that it could be used. And there's a lot of details about experiments, not only on the runes that you saw on the monolith and the dagger, but also experiments with casting magic in different ways that prolong the effects.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely in my wheelhouse too.
Yeah, that'd be coming with us.
Cool.
So
Okay.
take that out of the room. Conspicuously sort of like make sure that the ink is not on the same table as the ink and is secured.
Okay.
Just in case. And I'm gonna. Perhaps you should gather those books you wanted, and we'll go and see the King's Son shortly.
There's also a desk in here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No, you're
let's
good.
do this desk first.
Okay, perfect.
There's
I
nothing
didn't
on
remember
it.
what else was on here either.
No, you're good. There's nothing on it because you would knock it off if you were, blindly stumbling through it. But it's got drawers. The drawers have, I guess, a couple books. These books indicate research into the nearby continent, I guess, people who are on it. They have notes as well with them about Bisk's agreements to allow those other entities to have space on this continent in exchange for support and that sort of thing. So it's not only research on them, but also his agreements to bring people into the Empire.
Brilliant. I guess that would probably like dates of like movements and stuff. Like we'll bring you by this date.
Yeah, and
That'd be really useful.
and places to meet, things like that, in order to establish a foothold, I guess, of them in the Empire, establish fake houses, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
No more furniture. Okay. So, you crate and carry all this stuff back out. What are your plans with it?
Probably I'm gonna keep we'll keep this paperwork for further study.
Okay.
Back on with that at the house. Obviously, you can be involved with that. What's your name?
You're talking to me,
He wouldn't.
right?
Yeah.
Or okay, Verity.
Right, Vicky. Yeah. Okay. No. Yes.
Vicky.
I was going to do a
Close
bit
enough.
with all the V names, but there's not enough. I just realised we left the kid behind. So we're walking.
Oh, I can go tell him that there's more food or something for the cats out here. See if
So-
that will get them come.
You're gonna take all this stuff out right now?
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
reading through loads of books.
Well, I mean, like out of the room entirely.
Yes.
Okay.
I've already taken the first box out. That's what I was saying. I was setting it outside by the ink.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I was trying to verify where you were bringing it, like out of Bisk's study entirely, or just sort of right here-ish.
Yes, I think we're kind of done with his study at the moment because we've got more than we can look through at once.
Yeah. Cool. You drop a box of stuff outside, and Cleanthus is like staring down the hallway, like, oh. You see him like he's got a couple cats around him, but he's very interested in what's coming out of this freaking room.
Hello. It's it should be safe.
Hello? You need some help?
No, not really. Probably need to speak to the King's Son soon.
Oh, right away. Okay, all right. He like jogs in a little circle. He's like, I'll go get him. He went past the study, so I'm gonna go that way.
Get all the way around the castle.
Well, I mean, the king continues
It's-
that way. or king's son. So he's got to like pass you basically to go get him.
Yes, it should be fine.
Right.
I'll try to like sit and like cover the boxes and stuff because no one's supposed to know about.
There's been about 4 cats in here and they're all alive still.
Oh,
a good sign.
Master Bisk requests that everything be kept very clean and proper.
You have been told that he's dead, right?
All right. Mm-hmm. Yup. He doesn't have a hat on, but he like takes off a fake hat and he's like, terrible. Mm-hmm. Yup.
Right.
Right. Oh, yup. Okay. Oh. And he like hustles past. He's like jogging, but not going any faster than a walk. You know, he's like. So he vanishes. He
They
says
don't hire
some
people
junk.
for their intellect around here, do they?
Hey, it takes all kinds, bro. Anyway, he's like talking to random guards on his way and stuff. Like you can hear him down the hall. Like, I'm just on business, you know. I'm going to get Master Iaturi. And he says some random junk down the hall. Comes back eventually. Yeah, I guess he leads Iaturi right up to the door. Yeah. So you piling all this stuff outside in the hall? Or are you...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just basically stripping that room.
Right.
And sort of sorting it out, stuff we want.
Right, you're just loading up freaking books.
I'm just following the professor's orders.
Right. Folger, you grabbing anything, or you just leaving it alone and hanging with the
I
cats?
just leave it alone. Just kind
All
of
right.
have a hat, I guess. Bisk's hat.
Oh, right. You're still wearing it. So Iaturi walks up and he says, I believe you found something.
Yeah, so he had a concealed room with some of his plans, more details of his plans. And more importantly, we can rest easily, and I sort of unbuckle the trunk again with the dagger. To sort of show him the dagger. The third
Okay.
dagger.
Let me grab this real quick.
He knows about the daggers. What?
He does.
Okay.
All right. He's like, yes, of course. And the king's son like puts his hands forward and closes it real quick. It's pretty small, so I assume you held it up and opened it. So he's gonna like close it real quick in your hands and like look around at Cleanthus and down the hall.
Oh, he's still here.
He'll say, yeah, he walked right up to the front.
I thought he'd gone. Sorry.
No. And the king says, excellent. I'll take this. And he's probably going to take it from you.
Yeah, I wouldn't really resist that at all.
Where we
we also found further the requested documents, including plans, including elements of the other continent, outside of the Empire.
Yes. There was some business with individuals from far off lands at the sigil. Okay. What else?
Some very interesting research into magic. We need a bit more time with these documents, I think. To verify if they're actually
Well, I'll
came to any
leave that
conclusions.
in your hands, of course, with music and so forth. That's not really my forte. Greater minds should be applied where they are best applicable.
Absolutely.
I could look at it, if you need. Cleanthus is like waving around the king's son. He's like, hello.
You could really do us a good favor and clear up all the ink we accidentally spilt in there.
Okay. There shouldn't be any spills. So he hustles into the room real quick, and you just hear why?
I really don't know why you hired that elven fellow.
I
don't know why.
He said he was under the tutelage of a mage. I thought he meant he was with you.
I thought you invited him. He's not with us.
Mm-mm.
Right. He looks around for Folger.
Wait, smiles.
Sees you covered in ink with Bisk's hat on and a cat face or whatever's on your face. And he's like, oh. Okay. Come with me. Come with me. I expect you have this information under control. Do you need assistance moving it back to your research area institute?
I mean, I'm going to believing the more sensitive documents, I think, of yourselves and your trusted people to go over. The magic research should be fine, yes, getting to us.
Perfect. He starts waving people to come, and people just sort of spring out of nowhere, like they always do when someone very important is involved. And you get a bunch of porters and indicate, I guess, which files should go where. The sensitive documents go away for higher ups to study, and then your research goes with you, all the books you want to read and stuff. He's still holding the case for sure, and he'll say something like, come with me, young man. We need to have a discussion about what you've witnessed here.
What are you talking about? I didn't see anything.
He's going to wave some guards over, and he's going to escort Folger definitely away. He'll probably say something like, Cleanthus, leave the mess for someone else. Bring the cart for the boy. And Cleanthus will come out of the room completely pale, so shocked at what apparently occurred in the room. He shuts the door and leans against it, and he's like, what? The cart, yes, okay, yes. And he does the same run back the way you originally came to go get the cart full of fish, and lead Folger and the guards, or I guess follow them with the fish, and you can both go back to your study and do your research and that sort of stuff. Like I said, it's magical research about making magic work for longer or make the effects stronger, that sort of stuff. Would you check back in on the other research about the continent?
I would probably ask if I saw the King's Son again. I'd ask to see if they came to any conclusions.
Okay.
Definitely.
You'd probably just he'd say something like, yeah, because you're probably giving reports to him about the magic research and his under people and stuff. He'd probably tell you, what would be in there? It seems Bisk made a deal with, and of course I love deals, but these are quite nefarious. He was giving part of the empire away in exchange for support for his claim to the throne. Of course, we know how that ended, but it seems like there was some sort of subversion going on in which these entities were trying to come over, I guess, and have a life, form a house or several houses. Quite nefarious, it does seem. So, we'll do more investigation into that, more research, of course, in the coming days. I expect to be able to rely on you and music if anything does come up.
Of course.
Perfect.
Sure, we can all benefit from further cooperation.
Excellent. Yes, I hope to see you during the next ball or whatever's upcoming that my father has prepared.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Perfect.
Guess I'll be there.
Sure. Yeah. Iatuti's not really into that stuff. Just whatever, makes the kingdom look good, he's down for, but the king's better at it. So y'all do the research, y'all get the info, share the info, that sort of stuff. And then Folger does get released, I'm sure, because how could you stop him? But
I imagine he was just released because the cats were just constantly loose.
Right.
You could catch them.
He's definitely going to be very sternly warned not to divulge anything that he saw or tell anybody any of that stuff. Sworn to secrecy, even if it takes, I don't know, offering him a position in the castle.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see Folger again. He was just kind of like a
of course,
to introduce a bunch of cats.
Well, I'm sure he has a wonderful relationship with Cleanthus in the future.
More importantly, will we see the professor again?
Which one? Burrington?
Burrington, yes.
CAT, Major Wissington, Mr. Pricklepants, Captain Sassy, Chairman Meow, Winston Furcho, Mr. Charles, Malabar, Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
4 of those cats. Wait, no, 3 of those cats are mine. 4 of those cats are mine.
Yeah. I'm sure every time you're like doing research and you like look out a window and you see a cat playing or something, you're like, is that one of them? I don't know. But I do think that they would be seen around the castle, especially if Folger's coming from time to time. So maybe not a herd of them, but you might see 1 or 2. I think that makes sense, depending on how they work or whatever they are or do or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well
cool. Whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. That's all I really got. We got the setup I need, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for playing.
Cool.
Thanks.
The freaking books have weights, you jerk.
Well, I rolled 19.
I know they were prime numbers, so it was going to be easy enough once you got them. But
gotcha.
he didn't have to weigh them, and I didn't have to make a scale, but I did. So there you go.
Yeah.
Also, when you were like, does this book matter? I realized that's probably the biggest book in this room, so it kind of has to matter. I guess there's a couple over there, but like a 7-pound book is heavy, right? So yeah, it's got to be that one or some very big, very noticeable book. So I was like, oh yeah, that does kind of make sense. The other ones could be smaller, but yeah, cool.
Cool.
Any questions, thoughts, any of that stuff? Wrap up ideas?
Thank you both for getting involved and helping me out there.
Yeah.
I would have got through it without you.
Thanks. It was fun.
Oh, I would have railroaded you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was taking notes.
Cool. Itro, did you lose like power or just internet?
Just the internet. It's still down, actually. I have to go downstairs and figure out what's going on, so.
What the heck?
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
All right. Well,
Works on the phone, kind of.
yeah. I think so. Your Folger voice doesn't work, but everything else seems fine.
It was hard in the morning, too, because my voice kept changing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, now that we're awake. Whew.
Wow. I'm glad to wake you up.
Cool. I'm gonna go eat food and hang with my puppy.
Have fun.
Right here.
Very exciting. See you later. Thanks for playing. Bye. This? Nice. And thank you for chilling and watching and everything. I appreciate it. This was really just to lore dump, like plan out stuff, you know what I mean? I gotta go look at this sheet actually, because we did. I think I messed it up because I wasn't thinking about it. Let me look at this sheet real quick. Where is it? This one? Ah, shoot. Well, dang, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm gonna have to think on this. Now that it's created and now that we've run through a scenario, I gotta think about how the different classifications work, because when I made the system, I was really only thinking about stats for fighting, right? Like, that's the only thing that mattered. But like Cleanthus, would Cleanthus be able to solve what's happening in here? I don't know. I'll have to think on that. Good. I'm glad we ran this. Oh, that's also not how I expected to spell that name. But okay. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful whatever. What the heck does that mean? My Twitch app is doing weird stuff. What does it mean? No idea. All right. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful whatever.
Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts. Have hearts.